welcome everyone to the home of the War Chant, Osceola, Renegade, and the Florida State Seminoles, the place simply known to some as the Dope. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Seminoles will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So Virginia's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And as this star running back comes onto the field, everybody in the stadium knows he's going to get it. The defense knows it. Doing something about it is quite a different thing.
It's hard to stop him. He's hard to handle because he can do it in so many ways. He can run by you. He can run through you. He really has the whole package, and that's why he's a superstar, and that's why they'll feed him early and often.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Gore. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Looking to throw for it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. At midfield, he's got room. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Cavaliers want to pick up the tempo.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. You saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too? When your undefeated league champion is left out of the playoff for an SEC team, a little more fuel for the fire.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
It is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they... So the Florida State Seminoles offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time for Florida State. Offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Snags it over the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Much of this Seminole foundation was built around great quarterback play, some legends at that position.
Some awesome guys that spread it around to elite playmakers, and just a great history at Florida State. They've been up and down in the recent history, but this team back in the day, man, Doak was rocking. Everybody wanted to be a Florida State Seminole.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. The Seminoles get enough for the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
He's going to pass. Finds his man in the middle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick strike complete. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Noles!
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And that's just the play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
Out of the shotgun on third down. Makes the grab. All kinds of running room. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Virginia!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
He rifles one deep down the middle. What a snag by the defense. And a big return here as they finally get him down inside the 20.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They'll go to the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
He's looking to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that is just what you want. You get a first-and-goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss, put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cavaliers. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there. Just
lost one deep down the right side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Trying to find his man on first down. Feeling some heat. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. On second down, just keeps firing. The throw. He makes the connection. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
one of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles!
I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Willis. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. To throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On second down, he'll fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Ward. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets one fly deep.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Offense working from the pistol. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They're setting up the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And that puck will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. There he goes down the right side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And here's the return. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And they can't make the connection. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield and scored. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this can.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown. And
they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And he's got it inside the 35. Touchdown, no! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some back.
Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They'll throw it on first down. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Peters. And they swarm him under. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
It's really frustrating for a defense when you cover that first play. And you knew it was going to be a pass. You cover everything short. But then the quarterback just makes something happen. I mean, just good luck trying to get him. That's why he plays QB. That's why he's so dynamic.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Flips it out in the flat. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Gore. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Cavaliers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. DB's right up on the receivers. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Virginia.
Nice throw, nice catch, and I think we're going to see and hear a lot of that guy to that guy. A touchdown catch in game 1. Now a touchdown catch in game 2. They're going to continue to find that playmaker throughout this season.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
QB overthrowing an open guy like that, that is just a kick in the gut for this team.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Brings it down on the right side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. On the run, still looking. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
Cavaliers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress.
And the ball is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Second interception of the day for the Seminoles. It's like they've run a secondary out there with Deion Sanders, Terrell Buckley, and Lee Corso.
And what does Deion say? You know, look good, feel good, play good, get paid good. These guys in the secondary making plays. This man might have made himself some money at the next level.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw, trying to get to it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Smashes through. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good...
He caught it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Cavaliers!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown.
Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
The 2-point attempt is no
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
35, Virginia, 30.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Noles want to move quickly.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack.
And it's picked off for the third time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Looking for space. It's Gore. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Cavaliers are marching down the field. The option look. Touchdown, Virginia! They take the lead with the 6.
I definitely like being the quarterback coach of this guy because he makes me look good. I mean, he makes me defend the whole field as a defense and all the weapons and all the options, and then he can do that. He can take it himself, glide into the end zone.
And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. Off to the races to the right. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Florida State.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
He finds the end zone for the 2, and now the lead is 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They'll try the run. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Leaves it with the running back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Let's see what they have in the bag on 3rd and short from their own 18. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense gets him on the ground for the 4th time today, by the way. They've pressured him. He's still done an unbelievable job making completions. But you know what? Get him on the ground when he's got the ball. He can't make something happen. Keep hitting him. Keep getting him on the ground.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
He'll do it himself. Got room at the 35. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch. As you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. It's a draw. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple.
And that is a major reason why this team is losing the football game. They can't protect the quarterback. They can't generate big plays in the passing game because up front, they're getting beaten time and time again.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
These defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. Able to pick up a couple before he's knocked down. They mark it at the 10. cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. After finishing a drive with a field goal earlier, this one will be a 33-yard attempt. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bill.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He wants to throw here on second down. He fires a bullet to the right. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Final play of the quarter coming. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. All wideouts, no bats. Quarterback checking off. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on fourth down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. They're going to throw it again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wants to throw on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. The Seminoles have this offense rolling.
I love offensive play callers that are aggressive, going for it on foot.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
I tell you what, the offense, they get the big run play, and then what are you thinking? Maybe play action, take a shot. How about the defense? They were ready to roll. Even if they gave up the run, they didn't just play the run. They were ready for the pass and got the big sack.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? He finds his man. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. Here he goes breaking the pocket. and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, no! They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to it.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
Quarterback extends the play. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down.
Yeah, and the QB decided to take it himself. Got a little bit of pressure, you can see, and decided to take off, scramble, and couldn't get the first down, and now it's fourth down decision time. No matter where it is on the field or what the distance is, you know there's a chance. We still might go for it.
Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Seminoles. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Peters. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Cavaliers racing to the line in the hurry-up. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. It's Willis. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They want that clock to run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They're trying to get to it. Moves around to clear up the vision.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into, and when he caught it, making him feel it.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage. And one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
Well, it's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on 4th down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense is won, especially on 4th down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They're backed up, and they'll just throw it again. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on third down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's taking a deep shot. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. Defense playing a bail technique. To the air on 1st down. He's going to take off. On the move at the 30. Kept getting these past the marker. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them.